Hey guys, I'm Nico Scala, and I will be playing White Knight Chronicles 2 today, but before that, I will do the configuration while I not look at the screen. In other words, I'm going to do this through my laptop. But if you notice these words, oops, usually during my videos you could see them, but for some absurd obligatory reason, my PS3 doesn't connect to my HDMI cord anymore. It kind of gave up on that. So this is an SD. And this is as dark as I could get it. My apologies if it's still too bright. I don't really know what I can do about it yet. I'll figure it out more so as I go along with these. But, yeah. Aside from the ridiculously obvious, um, there's a light in here, but it makes my room look pink, so it will not be turned on. Oddly enough, I don't know if it still does, seeing as it's shattered. Joking, sort of. That makes it abnormally hard to actually makes it a little bit easier to see. So we're going to go with this lighting. It's actually the sunlight, so for those of you who've never seen it before, it's a lot brighter than this. As I walk back to the screen. I've been playing White Knight a lot recently. My buddy Keo actually got me back into it. And I have two separate characters. One as the name that I've just been going along with that I got from Pokemon Snakewood, which you can download at the Pokemon community, where you can play it for free after you download the Wizard RGB plugin. I'll put a link to that in the description. And there's one of the names you can choose, like Seth or Red or whatever, was in Pokemon Snakewood. It was Shade, so I use that a lot now for my gaming names. And I also have Scotty, my newest PSN. My newest PSN nickname, I should go with. And Scotty's level 35 or 36, maybe 37, because I started him in the second game, so it automatically puts you at level 35. And then I started Shade in the first game, and he's already level 17 with a big, a steel longsword, which is actually really awesome. I need to fix the screen now. My bad. Put it like that. I can't do anything up there. Picture settings. See if we can darken the moon with this. Not really sure what contrast does, I'm just going with it, but that doesn't seem to have any effect, so we'll put that back to 50. Backlight. Dynamite. I don't know what the fuck that does. Brightness? That's pretty good, to be honest. We're gonna go with this. You kinda can see the steel longsword blade. Isn't that big? Blade, handle. It's a two-handed sword. It's sick, and I enjoy it. I don't know how much of this area I'll actually end up completing before the end of this video, because any place you can just kind of fight monsters is pretty much a dungeon in this game, so there's like probably a good portion of them in both of them. And I probably won't be going to a whole playthrough of this, but I might make a video every now and then for different dungeons. And right now I have it so that I have a longsword, a two-handed weapon. Leonard, the main character who actually gets his Incorruptus first, is short sword holder. And Yuli, which is the first actual companion you get aside from Leonard, has a bow. And I have it so that, like, I have my main guy, which is Shade, with a longsword, and then I have my two other characters with weaker kind of side weapons, and then I have one guy. He's kind of one of the later people you get later in the starting, and he heals. That's all he does. And then I've beaten the Alabama area, which is like a little desert city, and in it you meet a girl named Kara. But because I've actually played and gone a decent amount through this game, I could definitely level her up and give her all the good stats and stuff, but because I know what's gonna happen, spoiler, because this is an RPG and someone's gonna betray the shit out of you. She betrays the shit out of you, sort of. Actually, she doesn't. It's just kind of how it happens that it would be considered. But because of that, because I know what's gonna happen in the future, because what I just said makes no sense. I have it so she's leveled with everyone else, but no, she's not gonna have any good gear. She's not gonna be in any fights that I know of. I don't remember all the fights, but like she's really low on the characters I'm actually gonna use and give a damn about list. Oh look, a treasure chest and lizards. Love lizards. You get to stab lizards. Most enemies in this will be defeated by one of three different techniques. Slashing, which is like it's like a C, a backwards C. Piercing, which looks like three arrows, and cleave, I guess, which is like a vertical strike, sort of. It's not always a vertical strike, but it does vertical strike damage, I guess. This game is weird for that, because for, say, longsword, there's an attack called Fang. You lift the blade over your shoulder and you smash it down. Then there's another attack called Grinder, where you swing it. Where you kind of just swing your giant sword, which makes little sense to me, but whatever, it's the game's decision. But that's Hack. And then Run Through is the kind of stabby move. And then this is Fang. You lift it over your shoulder and you smash down with one hand. Those are the three different types of moves that'll actually, for sure, do a lot of damage. And for this guy, the Ice Giant, for anything that's really, really big and looks very fleshy, if it is humanoid, like, a giant or a troll, then what you do is you stab in the kneecaps until it falls down. Then it falls down, and you can kind of continue on with your business. I've been doing it this way because I've been kind of skipping through a lot of the game. Because I know that you can, like, do all these cool things. So how I have it currently set up is, so I've been going through and I have, let's do this. Stab, Wolf's Grin, Giant Claw. He's pretty much dead now. But after so many things, after like almost a full playthrough, I didn't actually beat the game. But after almost beating it, I figured out that there's a place where you can go to bind items. Like you can make things better by using two other things. I went there a lot in the first time I played the White Knight 1, and I figured out, well, if you go there a lot and you are really knowledgeable of what you have and stuff like that, then you're gonna be doing some real good damage. What did Leonard get? A short sword. Let's give him a short sword, because that does more damage than the one he currently has equipped, I believe, which is the Kriz, which does fire damage. So the Steel Longsword is the combination between, I believe, a Bastard Sword, which you get in the first town, in the first game, and then the Claymore, which you get in the second town, or the third town. Okay, I have to completely reword that. In Valendor, which is the main city in the game that you go to quite a bit, you want to buy Bastard Swords. You want to have at least two of them, maybe 3, depending on the kind of weapon you're gonna have. If you're gonna be a long swordsman, then you're gonna want bastard swords galore, because that's how you make most of the bastard swords once you get to Alabana. One of them, or more, depending on, is going to have to be +1. So you have to get like Dragon's Bone and some other stuff, and you can bind, or you don't even need to bind, you can just upgrade, enhance it, so it does more damage, and then go on with your day and return to killing things. And your weapon will A, be stronger, and B, you'll be able to make it into something different. Like if I make my steel longsword a steel longsword +1, yeah, I just spent like a crap load of money, but I can now make it into something really cool. Like I can make it into a Japanese another longsword. Like I can make it into a great sword or something like that. I've been talking a lot and really fast. Really should have got a drink before I did this. But a lot of good comes from pretty much collecting shit in this game. Because if you collect like the shards and stuff, then you can make them, and then you can sell them or donate them to the binding posts, and you can make more things. Like it goes by a level system. It's an Earth Dragon. I believe this one was hack. I don't know, but let's see. Nope. Gonna wreck me with his Earth. Stab? Nope. Let's go for a Fang. Fang, oh yeah. Oh yeah. I would have a lot more Fang attacks, but Fang is a really hard, or Cleave, I'd rather say, is a very difficult kind of move set thing. A very difficult one to get all the moves for, because there's really only a few moves per weapon that have a lot for that said thing. I want to do waterfall on him. I need to hit you in the face. Great. Now I'm gonna stab you a lot. And then with these last ones, we'll see if I can do a lot of damage. Fang, double, triple, Beast Claw. Because of how this game works, it's very difficult to actually beat a dragon. Especially for me to beat that one. That was actually insane because I didn't see him for most of it. As you may have watched me not see him for most of it. But, it's actually really fun to fight dragons in this game because of there's a looting system. Like, you can just get all this random interesting shit from random and interestingly beating things. And, yeah. A lot comes from it. So, the way that I do it is I just kind of fight everything and kill everything. Unless, of course, it's for some reason way out of my league and ends up killing me instead. But because I kill everything I see, generally I level up like a boss. Like, I get to level 20 or so by the end of this dungeon area place. Just because it's not that I like to explore, but if you like to explore, you'll probably level up too. But it's because I like to kill the shit out of stuff. And because I like to kill the crap of stuff, I level up like a pro. Ah, damn it. Oddly enough, this place has a lot of cliffs. It sucks. I think after this, I'll probably maybe do one bounty, depending on what the bounty is. And I'll see if I can finish that before I end the video. But if I can't, like if this goes over 20 minutes, I'll probably just end the video there. Because I don't want it to be abnormally long. I mean, I'm just doing this as like, oh look, a dungeon! Oh look, I'm playing a game that has a lot more dungeons than I usually do. Because, you know, I don't think I've actually played any games that have really good dungeons. But the games I do play that have dungeons have massive amounts of dungeons. Like, this game has a dungeon. There's 2 to 4 dungeons per one town that you go to. So, for me to say, yeah, there's quite a bit of dungeons in this game, I would be underestimating the game because this game has a fuckload of dungeons. Like, that's one of its selling points, basically. It has dungeons for days. It's like The Legend of Zelda. It's a dungeon fest. But there's a lot less Legend and a lot more Zelda, if you think of it that way. It's like Legend of Zelda as well because you're saving a princess, like in every other game ever. There's a hero, which obviously this game isn't me. I'm Shade. I wouldn't want to be saved by a guy named Shade. He sounds kinda sketchy. But because Shade is friends with Leonard because they worked with each other, I did that in quotations because they didn't do a lot of work. They just kind of went to go get booze for a big party, and then they ended up having to save the world, or at least the princess, which is, in retrospect, it's the same thing. Same shit, different day. But well, this is gonna be 20 minutes in. I'm probably going to do my normal thing with this game and kind of just attack everything and level the hell up so then I can use all the weapons that I'm going to make in a very soon date, and then it's going to be like, oh, why do you have all this overpowered stuff? Well, that's because I like to overpower my character. It's kind of my thing that I do, and god damn it if I don't do it well. And yeah, so this is what I've been doing because Call of Duty hasn't let me online in a while. So as soon as I get back to being able to do that, I will retort back to COD, to my usual, your usual viewing, and I will be Call of Dutying and being a boss at it, as much as I'm not. But, God, I wish I could see anything in here. I think you guys can actually see more than... Nope, you guys can see just about as much as me. And honestly, I'm winging it. I don't mean like I'm sort of winging it. No, I am 100% not really sure what I'm doing. Oh, that's a rock. I could do things with that rock at a later date. Oh, frick. Leonard! Move your ass! Also, for those of you who, I was gonna suggest a show. My bad, I don't remember what the show was. Zero no something. Can't put a link in the description to that because I don't know what the hell it's called. I'll have to look at my watch history on my laptop. But, there's a show called Zero No something. And in said show, there's a swordsman and he's a boss. I don't want to spoil it, but like a lot of other things, if you have a sword, chances are you're a boss. Or you're weird and you suck with it, and throughout the show you end up growing a pair and learning how to fight. But, yeah, for the most part, I've been very unproductive lately. I've been playing this a lot, I've been watching anime a lot, and I've been, getting phone raped by Maddie. And, yeah, that's pretty much how my past few days have been going since my HDMI cord died. It's been very unproductive and very lackluster. But I'm in it. I'm in SD now, so it shouldn't be as bad, or it should soon get better. I'm gonna save here because I'm pretty sure I'm going to fight a dragon of sorts or something. So if you guys want a full walkthrough of this game and the second one, then comment below. If not, then don't comment at all, and just like the video to be nice, because your mother raised you not to be a dick, I hope. But that has been, or actually, I'm gonna see if I can fight this guy first. I was about to say, that has been Nico Skilla, and I'm out. But I'm not yet. I want to see what's up here. I don't remember. So you'll see my reaction to whatever the hell's up here, and then I'm gonna leave. Come on, it's only stairs. You got this. This is actually a cutscene, and that's the next, not the last city, but the next city you go to. It's actually awesome. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm about to go on to that city, and I will see you next time. It's been Skill, and I'm out.